Hi, you guys. It's Yaz, and today I'm going to talk about how a narcissist hurts you without even laying a finger on you. This is what a lot of people realize that, a lot of times people deal with a narcissist and they say, well, the narcissist never put their hands on me. They never hurt me that way. They never got physical with me. Now, keep in mind, some narcissists, especially a malignant narcissist, can be violent with you and put their hands on you. But other narcissists like Covert, grandiose, overt narcissists, they may not necessarily put their hands on you. So people feel like, well, they didn't really hurt me or do anything to me. But I'm going to explain in this podcast how narcissists can hurt you without even putting a finger on you. I'm going to go into the different ways they could hurt you without even putting a finger on you. But before I get into this podcast, I just want to bring to everybody's attention that there's a lot of YouTube AI channels out there that are copying my content and other original creators' content and putting out AI channels, and they're putting, they're impersonating people like big influencers like Mel Robbins, Jordan Peterson, Denzel Washington. Those are all fake, phony AI channels that are stealing original creators' content like myself. They're taking our voice content. They're creating AI generated, content and putting like a big influencer on there. That's not the big influencer on a lot of those channels. They're all made up channels, and you're thinking it's Mel Robbins telling you these things, and it's not, okay? It's not her content. It's other creators' content like myself and other original narc abuse influencers, okay? So I needed to, because every time I put out a video, boom, there's like 1 to 5 different AI, YouTube pirate channels putting out my content and just generating AI from it and just putting a big influence on there. So you need to be aware of that. And these people will, they are going to be, reported, and legal documents have been filed against these people, and they'll find out soon enough, okay? Because you can't just take other creators' content and, generate videos and profit off other people's work, okay? It's stealing. They're narcissistic, okay? They're stealing other people's information and generating it all through AI. This is how AI is being used today to steal from other people, all right? Now, let me get into this podcast about how a narcissist can hurt you without putting their hands on you. Number one, a narcissist can gaslight the hell out of you, okay? And what does gaslighting do? This is their number one weapon, is gaslighting. It confuses you. It gives you brain fog, okay? To the point of where the victim is confused. They don't even know what they're seeing, what they're doing, what they're hearing, because they've been gaslit so much. Now, you would say, well, how is that hurting the victim? Well, it's hurting the victim because now they don't know what's truth and what's not truth anymore, okay? They're sitting there and it's causing self-doubt, all right? And what's that going to do? That's going to break down somebody and cause them a lot of anxiety. So the narcissist is hurting you with gaslighting because they're giving you a lot of anxiety, all right? Because you let's say you have a picture of the narcissist cheating and they're gaslighting you and they're saying, that's not me in the picture, or that's a Photoshop picture or something like that. You see the picture, you see it's them, you see they're cheating, you have the proof, but the narcissist is relentless in denying it and gaslighting and saying, that's not me, when they know it's them, okay? And now you don't even know what you're looking at anymore because the narcissist is not admitting that it's them. See, a narcissist to the end will lie and gaslight. They will lie to the end. Even if you have proof right in front of them, they will still deny. They'll deny on a stack of Bibles. So this is going to, victims sit there and they say, well, they're going on and on and on. Maybe I got this wrong. Maybe this picture is photoshopped. Maybe this isn't them. Maybe that wasn't them or something like that, right? And it's going to cause craziness in the victim's minds, okay? Which is going to cause anxiety. It's going to cause exhaustion. You're going to be exhausted from all the brain activity trying to figure out whether what you're seeing is the truth, or if they say something to you like it didn't happen like that. Now you're going to try to, recant in your brain. Did it happen like that? Am I wrong? It's going to cause doubt in you. And then the end result is that anytime you make a decision, you're going to sit there and doubt yourself. All right. That's one way that they hurt you. All right. They mess up your judgment, and you don't even know what's real and what's not real anymore. So they're totally, giving you brain fog. Next way a narcissist hurts you without even laying a hand on you is by cheating on you. All right. See, a lot of narcissists have a mindset where they feel that, what they don't know won't hurt them. Okay. But they're being deceptive. They're doing it behind your back. And 9 times out of 10, what's in the dark comes into the light. And so the narcissist will eventually, the longer it goes on, the higher the probability that the narcissist is going to get caught. And most of them do get caught in time, okay? Either somebody comes back and tells you something, you find a text message from the other supply. The narcissist is also, the other way they're hurting you is by withholding love and affection and intimacy from you, because they're giving that love and affection and intimacy, well, not necessarily intimacy, because they're not intimate with anybody, but more love, affection, and sex. They're giving it to the new supply, which they're cheating on you with. So that is going to hurt you, because you're not going to get the love and sex and affection that you deserve in a relationship. And you're going to wonder, why is the narcissist running cold on you? Well, if they're running cold on you, like I've said in my older videos, they're running hot with somebody else. And that's the other supply that they're cheating on you. And this will hurt you. They're not, they're hurting you without putting a finger on you, right? So they're withdrawing. You could actually sue people, the other supply, for alienation of affection. All right. This happens all the time in divorce proceedings, where the party that's getting cheated on can sue the person that is cheating with your partner, because it's alienation of affection. And this is what hurts, the victim, in the sense that they're not getting that love and affection. Not only that, they're hurting you too, because if they're very promiscuous, sleeping with a lot of supply, the chances of them getting an STD or HIV are higher. And they end up bringing back STDs and diseases, sexually transmitted diseases, to their partner. So that's a way of them hurting you without actually putting a finger on you. Next, how they hurt you without actually putting a finger on you. They smear you and they ruin your reputation, okay? So they're not putting a finger on you, right? But they're ruining your reputation, because they're going to other people. They're discrediting you. They're telling other people there's something wrong with you. They're making you out to be the villain. They're telling them that you're insecure. They're telling them that you're the cheater, you're the narcissist, you're controlling, okay? And that you have mental issues. So they're hurting you because they're ruining your reputation in other people's minds, okay? They're poisoning other people's minds, making them think that you have mental issues. They love the mental card, and this is your covert narcissist. They just love putting that, that scarlet letter on you and being like, oh, well, there's something wrong with them. Oh, I think they need to go talk to somebody. So now all these other people think that there's something mentally wrong with you, because the narcissist has planted the seed, and this will hurt you in your relationships with these other people. Now, I'm going to get into how this all hurts you. This is all brought to you by Yaz at The Game Exposed. I have to say this because of the AI pirates out there. Okay, sorry, you guys. It hurts you because when they smear you, what's going to happen is the people that they smear you to are going to retract from you and not want to be around you. They're going to distance themselves from you. And so what is this going to do? It's going to isolate you. So another way that they hurt you, and this is typical of the covert narcissist again, they will isolate you so that you have no support system. And this is exactly what they want. They want you alone. They want you to think that you're the problem. They want you to have a mental breakdown. They want you to think that, you're the bad guy, you're the villain, and they love to use triangulation. That is another way that they hurt you, is through triangulation. Again, typical of the covert narcissist. They'll bring other people in. They'll say, oh, even your mother thinks that you're crazy. Oh, even your best friend thinks you're crazy. Oh, now I see why your ex left you, okay? So all of this is going to hurt you because they're going to try to bully you by triangulating other people into the mix and this is why narcissists, they don't work alone. They love to have a cheering squad, people that are behind them, that agree with them. So first they'll smear you, then they'll get these people to, side with them. They'll manipulate them against you by them playing the victim to all these other people. They're going to play the victim and make you out to be the bad guy, the villain, the narcissist, all right? And so once they have all these people brainwashed, all right, it's going to isolate you. And, this is what happens a lot in families as well, where you're scapegoated because the one covert narcissist who has it in for you is going to brainwash everybody else in the family against you and scapegoat you and say that you have mental issues, okay? And this will ruin your reputation and your relationships. People will never look at you the same because, they've been brainwashed. So it's hurting you because nobody will take you seriously. And when you go to bring things up to other people, nobody's going to take you seriously. They're going to think, oh, you're a nitpicker. Oh, you don't let things go. Oh, you're sensitive. All of these things. Because that covert narcissistic snake planted the seed to these people in a very subtle type of way, pretending to be the good guy and making you look to be the bad guy. And this is how they hurt you indirectly, okay? This is how a covert narcissist does it. They hurt you indirectly through triangulations, smear campaigns, and isolation. And they also divide. So covert narcissists are classic dividers. I mentioned this long ago in my older podcasts, how they divide people. How do I know that? I have been through that. I have been through that in family, my family, and I've been through it with my in-laws' family. And this is what I've seen, how they operate. And also with narcissistic friends as well. They divide, okay? So what they're going to do is have these people side with them. They're not about resolution. They're not about unity. They're about division. And the reason for that is because they can control it. They don't want you to be strengthened by these other people because they don't want you to have support. They want you to feel invalidated. So what better way to invalidate you is to, have other people say, agree with the narcissist and make you out to be the bad guy, all right? And this is how they hurt you without laying a hand on you. Now, getting into it. Another way they hurt you without putting a hand on you is to rob you, steal from you, steal out of your bank accounts when you're not looking, taking little increments of money that you don't notice. This is how the covert narcissist robs you. You'll see the bank account going down, but you won't see big jumps in money. They'll take little money here, little money there. They don't take it all in a lump sum because then generally you'll recognize it. So they're subtle with it till you get to the point and if you're not really paying attention, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, there's like no money left in this account. Okay. And that's because That covert narcissist was slowly stealing from you, and that is hurting you financially, all right? They also steal from you with inheritances by becoming the executrix of the estate or by changing the power of attorney so that they have all control over an estate and inheritance. They flatter the person in the family with the money, they kill them with kindness, and then they get control of the inheritance and the estate money by having everything signed over to them, okay? They are the biggest snakes. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. I've been through this, all right? Next, all right? They also steal your ideas in business. They copy you. They steal your ideas. This is exactly what I'm going through and a lot of original creators are going through. These AI channels and other pirates are coming and stealing ideas and trying to monetize of other people, and they're using other influencers' picture people like Mel Robbins, Jordan Peterson, Denzel Washington, other big, speakers. They're putting their picture on a YouTube channel and trying to make you think that the content that they're speaking, that AI voice, is generated by them, when really it's from other creators like me. They're taking our content, our information, and AI generating it and putting out these reels and making you think that it's these other creators. So be aware of it. If you see these, these fake channels, these fake AI channels, please report them. I know YouTube is starting to come down on them now, and they're going to get popped. So they steal ideas, and you see it also in corporate America, how they steal ideas from different business people, and they make it their own, okay? They make it their own. The other way that they hurt you, all right, without putting a finger on you, is by wasting your time. Oh, this is the big one, you guys. They hurt you by wasting your time. They take a piece of your life that you can't get back. You can't get back your youth. If you spent 10, 15, 20 years with a narcissist, when you were thinking they were all in and they weren't. Like I had one of the people on my channel say how the narcissist, after 21 years of marriage, left with a coworker. He wasted her fucking time, all right? So this is how they hurt you without actually putting their hands on you. He wasted her time because he's pretending to be all in, and meanwhile he's having a hidden affair till it gets to the point where he finally leaves, and now she's at a point in her life, older, where she's got to start all over. And it's not easy when you get older. It's harder when you get older. Your dating pool is less. It's not easy. You may have children that now you got to co-parent with, all right? You got to deal with the asshole narcissist who makes your life difficult. It's harder. So this is how they hurt you without actually putting a finger on you, all right? They waste your time and they pretend to be all in when they're not. Next, how they hurt you without actually putting a finger on you, they destroy your self-worth, okay? Because they criticize you, they judge you, they always got a comment, they try to hit you below the belt. That's how you know you're dealing with a narcissist. A wicked narcissist is they hit below the belt. They're going to make comments about your age. They're going to make comments about how you look. They're going to make comments about your family. They're going to make comments about how you parent, about your children, how you raise your children. All right. And they're going to destroy your self-worth, and you're going to feel like there's something wrong with you or that the problem is you. You've got to get your power back and realize that the problem wasn't you. The problem is you're dealing with a toxic narcissist who wants to devalue you in order for themselves to feel superior. Know who the fuck you are is what I got to say to that. All right. Know your target and know what they're trying to do to you. Next, how they hurt you without actually putting a finger on you. They hack your computers and your phones. Yes, you have narcissists out there that when you're in a relationship with them, you don't even know that your phone and your computer is hacked. They're getting into your information. They're looking for private things that they could either steal or use against you, okay? They may take private photos, try to upload them, try to monetize them, try to blackmail you, okay? So don't accept any links that you don't recognize. Be careful. make sure, clean out your phones, your computers, have it looked at by professionals to make sure that you don't have any kind of hacking software on your devices, all right? And that's hurting you because it's an invasion of privacy, number one. And number two, they could be using that privacy, taking information like social security numbers, credit card numbers, personal information, and using it to take out credit card accounts that you don't know about, opening up bank accounts, all different kinds of ways, life insurance policies, that will hurt you, okay, without you even knowing it, all right? Again, it's an invasion of privacy, all right? The other thing, like I said, the way they could hurt you without putting their hands on you is to take any private pictures you have given them or they have taken, illegally off your phone and try to post it on social media or on the internet. That is hurting you without actually putting their hands on you. The next way they hurt you without actually putting their hands on you is basically to just spread lies. Try to smear you, call you a cheater, a liar, a narcissist, a thief, whatever they are, they're going to call you, all right? Next way they hurt you without actually putting their hands on you is to call the authorities and make false charges against you. They love this. They love to set you up with the police. They'll maybe rip their shirt. They'll scratch themselves and then call the cops and say you did it, all right? Or they'll make up a story and say you're stalking them or something like that when it's them who is stalking you. So this is a way they could hurt you without actually putting their hands on you, is to try to get you in trouble with the law. Next way they hurt you without actually putting their hands on you is to take you to court, okay? Classic when you're going through a divorce. A proceeding that should only take a few months can get dragged out for years. Why is that? Because the narcissist wants to torture you for the breakup or the divorce, okay? So how is this hurting you? It's wasting your time going back and forth to court and meeting with lawyers, and you're spending thousands of dollars on attorneys to represent yourself because this narcissist is doing everything they can to cause a problem for you, all right? So this is how they hurt you without actually putting a hand on you, is by dragging you through court to waste your time and your money, all right? And to aggravate you and give you anxiety, all right? The other way they hurt you without actually putting their hands on you is to try to take your kids. Classic during a divorce, the narcissist will always threaten, I'm going to take the kids. I'm going to take the kids. Even though they don't even want the kids, all right? But they'll just say that because they know that you love your children and they will try to hurt you that way, okay? That's why you document everything. You keep a record of everything. You follow your stipulation, and they don't have, if you're doing the right thing by your child, they don't have a leg to stand on, okay? So, don't be intimidated. This is what they want. They want to instill fear in you. Know your rights under the law. Next, okay, how they hurt you without actually putting their hands on you, and I'm going to wrap up this podcast, is they post the new supply, okay? They know you're watching their social media, so what they like to do is to put up lovey-dovey pictures of themselves and the new supply and make it like they're so in love, and this is an indirect inference that the problem was you. Look at me, I'm so in love. This person loves me. This person's all over me. You must have been the problem because I'm so in love. I'm so in love. Half the time they're posting the new supply, it's for your benefit because they know you're watching. So you guys, block, delete, and move on. Who cares what the narcissist is posting? And now the new supply, the narcissist is now their problem, not yours. So kiss the ground you got away from them. So you guys, I'm losing my voice because I haven't stopped. All right. And I'm trying to get all this information into this podcast. I hope this helps you, and understand that somebody could hurt you even if they're not putting their hands on you. They could hurt you emotionally, and cause you anxiety and depression. And this could break down your physical health and give you other health issues. It could give you high blood pressure. It could give you cancer. It could give you autoimmune diseases. It could give you thyroid issues. You could lose your hair. There's 1,000,001. It could give you panic attacks. All of this because the stress of that narcissist raised the cortisol levels in your body. And this is when your body is weak. This is when diseases pop up. Okay? So this is how they could hurt you without actually putting their hands on you. This is my last point. They stress you the fuck out. Okay? They stress you the fuck out. And this is how they hurt you, because they hurt your emotional health, your mental health, and that will eventually hurt your physical health. Okay? So I hope that helps you. If it does, hit the subscribe button, share the podcast. If you're looking for confidential one-on-one coaching, check out the link in the bio. I have limited time, limited availability. Check out my link at askyaz.wixsite.com/thegameexposed. If you want more information, I lay it down on YouTube, over 7,000 videos. There's a lot of information on my channel at the Game Exposed podcast. A lot on covert narcissists on there. For more reels and videos, check out Facebook, Instagram at the Game EXP123, and TikTok, you guys, is the Game Exposed. And have a great day.